Hey everybody, Uncle Drew here. We're still operating in a code red status, high alert, after that 72-hour binge, I'm going to call it, loss of my mind, a binge of all that sugar intake. I've had a few good workouts in a row now. I'll say 24 hours of reducing that sugar intake to just good stuff. I've got rice on the stove, which we need to turn down. Salad kick. This is going to be, I've decided, I found some frozen vegetables in the freezer that I forgot about. I think they're freezer burned right now. Take a look here. See what I've got? But that's okay. I'm gonna figure out a way to make these taste good. So I'm slicing up some fresh onions. I'm gonna take a cheesy way out. Use some of this garlic because, as I've said, we don't waste food in Uncle Drew's kitchen whatsoever. So if I've got there in a pinch, I use it. So I'm going to add a little bit of that to my onion set. My rice pilaf that I've got going on in there, I'll cook my rice with a little bit of coconut oil. I'll even add in some oregano. You can add in some thyme. You can add in whatever you want to your rice to make it a little bit more flavorful. If you like plain rice, that's okay too. There's nothing wrong with that. But in this stir fry, I'm going to have the onions, garlic. It looks like in these vegetables, I've got frozen. I don't know how it's going to taste here, but there's broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, and a whole lot of ice. So I'm going to make sure I thaw that and drain it really well first because I don't want all those vegetables to be too watery. Chicken breast also thawing. I am going to flavor those with a little bit of garlic and herbs tonight. I'll dice some of that up. I'll saute it, or I might use the air fryer. I haven't decided yet. But anyways, we're going to get after it. For those that didn't see the YouTube short that I created, in that span, what I ate, it included chocolate fudge brownie, which will be on the channel shortly if they're not there already. I had chocolate fudge brownie sundae. I had ice cream with chocolate chips that I used to help bake the chocolate fudge brownies. I had poached eggs in there. I had a veal parm sandwich with fresh tomato sauce. I had tomato sauce with fresh rolls. I had a sloppy joe made with that fresh tomato sauce, which is now on the channel, with fresh rolls. I had the pancakes. That was the 9th meal in there as well. I'm shocked in that 72-hour span I didn't make a pizza and have one of those too. I didn't even go to the Domino's. It looked like it all started with that egg sandwich I had last week. Workouts didn't feel good because I was so bossed about going forward and having the positive stretches. So this is where we're at right now in the kitchen. Stay with me. Garlic and herb chicken, stir fry, salad, rice pilaf. Boom! Is anyone watching what time I put the rice in at? Can't remember. I could look on the clock there. How long have I been yapping for? About 3 minutes? Okay. Hey Google, set a timer for 12 minutes.
12 minutes, and we're starting now.
That Google Assistant is good for that. Do that though when you start cooking, so in case you forget. Decided I'm going to dice it up and season it. And then I'm going to go smaller cubes here. Nothing wrong with having frozen vegetables. We prefer fresh. So tough to find so many different items right now in the grocery store though. And as well, since we don't waste food in my kitchen, they were in there. I thought back to when I got them. They've been in there a long time, but got to use them. I'm not throwing them out. I've got just a little bit of lemon juice left. Not much. I'm taking the way out today. I'm doing garlic and herb spice. Make sure those are spiced up. We're getting crazy tonight. Try some of that too. Some minced garlic. Not terrible. It's a quick dinner to make if you're not filming it. You know, you're dicing up some chicken. You're prepping some vegetables. Frozen vegetables in this case. Spinach. Making some rice. You can really do everything. And once you get that rice going, that gives you your clock, your 15 minutes to get your chicken moving and your vegetables prepped. There we go. So that looks good. I'll be cooking this chicken in 2 separate batches here. I don't want to overload our pan. If your pan is jammed full, it's going to take even longer and you won't know if it's going to be cooked evenly or not. So Let's always be aware of that. You'll notice I use cast iron on dishes like this. I really like the heat. I like the flavor that comes from it too. Especially with this stove, which is older where I'm at. I need something that can really give me a higher temperature. Okay, so you'll notice here our chicken, as it becomes white around the edges and moving towards the center, that means our chicken is becoming cooked. I've also added some Worcestershire. Can someone say that word for me, please? Worcestershire sauce. Because I'm cooking this in 2 separate batches, I decided the last second, let me add some of this in and change up the flavor since I'm going in 2 separate batches. So I'm going ahead here and I'm just turning all the chicken over. This way we're going to ensure that we've got even cooking on all of our chicken. The hood fan here, so that way you can hear me a little bit better as opposed to me doing the voiceover later on. You know this is real, authentic, unedited Uncle Drew. So for your utensils, you're okay going from cooked to raw, but never raw to cooked. So I change my utensils while I'm cooking. I've got a few separate sets of tongs like this, and I'll change them once I've gone from raw to cooked. That way I'm not contaminating or cross-contaminating here anything, especially once I go from chicken to vegetables. So we'll leave that cook for a few. Rice is done. I'll even bring that in here. So what I do with the rice, now that we're done, I'll fluff that up a little bit. Looks really nice. And I like adding in some lime juice. So I've got about a half a lime here. Again, it's seems to be fridge clean out day here, and I found that too. So we don't waste anything. Flavor up our rice. And this stir fry actually now, because I've cooked up so much chicken, or I'm going to be cooking up so much chicken, and I've cooked a few cups of rice in here, this is going to be good for a few days now. And this is certainly going to help me, Uncle Drew here, avoid those sugar fixes when I've got all this stuff prepared. Meal prep is key. We all know it. We don't always do it, and we should. Anyway, that rice smells good. I'll give it a little try right now. That tastes really good. I've lowered my flame a little bit. My heat, I should say. Olive oil to that pan, which is going to remain hot with our onions and our garlic. The beauty about cooking in the same pan like this is you start to absorb all of the flavors that were in there from that great chicken right in with our onions. And then I'm going to go ahead afterwards and add in those frozen vegetables. Okay, here come our frozen vegetables. And saute them up with some spice, with some fresh onions and garlic. And go ahead and add a little bit more seasoning in there. I took the easy way out, like I say, that garlic and herb. And I am going to add in some of those banana peppers now. A little extra kick. It's not going to throw off the flavor here. I'm okay with that. There we go, that's good. I almost forgot my spinach. Again, filming and cooking. Now watch how fast this reduces down. That spinach. How that spinach is reducing down. It's as if it's not even there. I'm going to remove some. You know what? I'm going to add some more back in there. I can take down a whole lot of sugar and fudge brownie, and yet I'm measuring vegetables? Talk about hypocritical there. There. How about that? More vegetables. Uncle Drew, plate this up in just a second. We'll be good to go. Boom. Take the bowl, and I'll do one of these and flip it, and I'll get that in the center of their bowl. And take that out, and you've got a nice looking bed of rice. I'm going to get new dishes because white dishes do not show up really well on camera. Dinner now. That could be stir fry for champion. Uncle Drew's Kitchen. Chicken stir fry, seasoned, lemon, lime, Worcestershire sauce, and garlic and herbs. Let's give it a try. See how this is. I think it's gonna be really good. I forgot I have spinach in there as well. Uncle Drew, come on, you got it all in there. Okay. Should have taken another photo, but you get the idea. You know what's coming. Boom! That's good. Freezer burned vegetables. They're okay. We got away with it. Yep, I'm happy with that. That's great. Mm-hmm.